Hey guys, it's Cece with Nana again, back with another crochet tutorial. This time we're doing a sweater dress with a deep V. I have my tape measure, scissors, a 4mm hook. I have some safety pins there because I could not find my stitch markers for some reason. And then the two yarns that I'm using, that red, I believe the color is deep red. So to start, you'll need to take a measurement of the widest part of your hips and then divide that by 4. And that is going to be the length of the chain that you want to chain. Your chain also needs to be in multiples of 8 plus 4. So what I'm going to chain is 44 chains. And I am about a large-ish. So here I have my chain of 44. And you'll see me here hold it up against my tape measure so you can see how long it is. Don't forget that you want it to be the length that you want when it's stretched out. So you want to stretch it to see if it's that length. So now that I have the length that I want, I'm going to skip that first stitch, go into the second stitch with a single crochet, and then you're going to place one single crochet in each stitch for the entirety of the row. I will meet you at the end of the row. All right, so now you can see I've completed the first row of single crochet. You're going to chain 3 and turn your work so we can start the second row. So to start the second row, we're going to skip that first stitch. Your chain 3 is going to count as the first double crochet. So you're going to go into the second stitch with a double crochet, and then you're going to place one double crochet in each stitch for the remainder of the row. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, so here you can see I've made it to the end of the row. Chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to do the third row. And for this third row, we're just going to place one single crochet in each stitch for the entirety of the row. I will meet you at the end of the third row. So we've completed the third row. We're going to chain 3, turn our work so we can start the fourth row. To start the fourth row, you're going to skip that first stitch and then go into the next 2 stitches with 1 double crochet. So you should have the chain 3 and then 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do our first treble crochet. So you're going to yarn over twice and then go underneath the 4th double crochet in the second row. Once you go underneath that 4th double crochet, you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 for a second time, and yarn over, pull through 2 for a third time. After that, you're going to yarn over twice again so we can do the next treble. You're going to skip the next double crochet and go into the one after that and place a treble. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do another treble crochet on the next double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then do one more treble on the double crochet that was initially skipped. So it should be 1 treble, skip a double crochet, and then 2 trebles, and go back to the skipped double crochet. Now that we have that, we're going to yarn over twice again and place 1 more treble in the next double crochet. And then you will put 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Make sure that you are counting correctly. There should be 5 stitches between each set of 3 double crochets. The pattern we'll be doing for this row, so yarn over twice so you can start again with another treble crochet, and it's going to be underneath that 4th double crochet, and then we're going to skip the next double crochet and go into the one after that with a treble stitch, and then we're going to put a treble stitch in the next double crochet. Now we're going to go back to that skipped double crochet and place a treble there as well. Now you're going to place a treble in the next stitch, and then you're going to do your 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So here's what the pattern looks like so far, and we're going to continue. So you're going to yarn over twice, do a treble underneath the 4th double crochet, skip the next double crochet, go underneath the one after that with a treble stitch, and then do a treble in the next double crochet, go back to the skipped double crochet with a treble stitch, and then you're going to place a treble in the next stitch. Now you're going to place 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Yarn over twice, go into the 4th double crochet with a treble stitch, skip that next double crochet and go into the one after that with a treble. Go into the next double crochet with a treble, or underneath rather. Go back to the skipped double crochet and go underneath that one with a treble stitch. And then you're going to place another treble in the next stitch. Now you place one double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then you're going to finish off with one more set. So do a treble underneath the 4th double crochet, skip the next double crochet, go underneath the one after that with a treble, go into the next double crochet with a treble, go back to the skipped double crochet with a treble, and then one more treble stitch, and then you're going to finish off the row by placing one double crochet in each of the last 3 stitches in the row. This is what it looks like. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. This row, we're just going to place one single crochet in each stitch all the way down the row. Be sure not to skip any of the stitches. So make sure when you're doing these single crochet rows that you don't forget to put a stitch in that 3rd stitch where the chain 3 is on the end of the row. Now you're going to chain 3 and turn your work, and we're going to start the first of the 2 rows that will be repeated for the remainder of this side of the dress. So you've chained 3 and turn your work. We're going to skip that first stitch and go into the second one with a double crochet, and then go into the 3rd with a double crochet. Now you're going to yarn over twice so we can do our first treble of this row. Go underneath the previous treble stitch and place one on top of that one. And then you're going to yarn over twice, skip that next treble and go into the one after that looks like it's in the middle, and place a treble stitch on top of that one. Place a treble on top of the next treble stitch, and then you're going to go back to the one that you skipped and place a treble stitch on top of that one. And then you're going to place a treble stitch on top of the next treble. And this is what it should look like so far. Now you're going to place one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Just going to continue this for the remainder of the row. So yarn over twice and place a treble on top of the previous treble, and then skip one treble, place one on top of the next, and then place a treble on the next treble, and then go back to the one that you skipped and place a treble on top of that one, and then you're going to place another treble stitch on top of the next treble. Now you're going to place one double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Yarn over twice, go underneath that treble and place one on top, skip a treble, go underneath the one in the middle and place a treble on top of that, place a treble on top of the next one, go back to the treble that you skipped and place a treble crochet on top of that one, and then you're going to place a treble crochet on top of the next treble. Now place one double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Continuing the pattern, so we're going to place a treble crochet on top of that first one, and then we're going to skip the second treble and go underneath the third with a treble on top, and then you're going to go to the next treble and place one on top, go back to the one that you skipped and place a treble on top of that one, and then you're going to place a treble on top of that last treble. Now you're going to place one double crochet in the next 3 stitches. I'm going to let the remainder of this row play in case you want to slow it down and watch, but we're just continuing the same pattern we've been doing for the whole row. So no matter how many stitches were in your initial chain, you should end this row by placing one double crochet in each of the last 3 stitches. This is what the project should look like so far. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and we're going to place one single crochet in each stitch for the remainder of the row. So these are the 2 rows that we're going to repeat for the remainder of this half of the project. I did a length of, I believe, around 64 inches. that went to the length that I desired. But if you want the dress to be longer, you can do it a little longer. And to clarify, that was about 63 or 64 inches with the project not being stretched out. So after I completed the red half of the project, I did the same exact thing but in black for the other side of the project, and you will see that here as well. So here you can see both portions of the project, the black half and the red half. Here you can see it on the dress form, and I used the safety pins because I couldn't find my stitch markers, but I placed them where they needed to be. So that one in the middle is 14 inches down from the neckline. And then the sleeves are 9 inches down from the top of the sleeve. And on the back, it's also 14 inches down from the top to the middle of the V. I've also placed safety pins at the bottom of all of them, connecting them so I can know where to sew it. Okay, so we're going to sew the project together. You can see here I still have the pins in it so I can know where I need to sew. And I'm going to start with the red half just so you can see it better. And I'm going to sew from the bottom of the project up to the safety pin that I put in for the armhole, which should be 9 inches down from the top. I forgot to mention that I have the project turned inside out while I'm sewing it. That way the seam is on the inside. And I'm just going to pass the yarn needle back and forth through each panel all the way up to the stitch marker for the armhole. So you can see that I've sewn this. I still have to cut and tie the bottom, but now you just need to sew from the bottom stitch marker to the top stitch marker in the middle on the front and the back, and also do the bottom stitch marker to the top stitch marker on the other side. I'm going to do the other 3 in black, and I will show you when I'm finished. So here's the project all sewn together. I'm just gonna go around and put a single crochet border around the sleeves, the bottom, and the V, and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, y'all, here's the finished dress. And this was my first attempt at even putting this together, and I think it came out really well. I was looking for my waist belt and I couldn't find it because this would be so cute with a cute little waist belt and letting it hang off the shoulder. But I couldn't find one to show you guys. If you don't want to wear a waist belt, you can always just put a chain across the back to kind of keep it together at the top of the V, or use booby tape. But I really like this dress. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and check me out on my YouTube, my website, nachanana.com, and my Instagram. Love you. Bye.